Hey VC, Hubtunes, welcome back. I'm Mike. I'm gonna do a quick contest entry again for Jeff Whitcher, his channel Vinyl Destination. If you guys don't know him, check him out. He is a breath of fresh air. He is sarcastic. He is hilarious. The vinyl community needs a little more lighthearted people like Jeff. So I'm gonna do his. I'm gonna enter his contest. He wanted five records that shaped what your music tastes have become. I'm gonna do 7 because that's impossible to narrow down to 5. In fact, it was really hard to get down to 7, but I didn't want to overdo it. So we're doing 7. First one, we'll do this real quick. First one, changed my life. Absolutely changed my life. I was a young kid. I was probably 12 when I first heard this, 11 or 12. One of the first records I ever bought. You can see that in my introductory. God, I did this in the. There we go. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Changed my life. Absolutely changed my life. Another album. I guess all these probably changed my life. When I first heard this album, Hunky Dory by David Bowie. Wow. His first masterpiece. I like The Man Who Sold the World, but I wouldn't consider it a masterpiece. It's got some wonderful music on it. But overall, this is where it's at. This, and then this leading right up to Ziggy Stardust. I got this on, this was the anniversary copy that came out a few years ago. It's on gold vinyl. See it? Real pretty, sounds good, nice pressing. And you guys know this, Changes, Oh You Pretty Thing, Life on Mars, Kooks, Quicksand, one of my favorite Bowie songs. Song for Bob Dylan, of course Queen Bitch. Great album, absolutely fantastic, one of my favorite Bowie albums. I will take that over, well, I won't say it. I'll take that over Ziggy. I love that album. This is my favorite album of all time. So if anyone asks you what's Mike's favorite album of all time, it's this, London Calling. It holds up today. I play it constantly. I still play it in the car, and I play it really fucking loud. It is one of the greatest albums ever recorded. It's a double album. You guys know it. Rudy Can't Fail, London Calling, Train in Vain, Spanish Bombs. It's a mix of punk. It's a mix of rock. It's a little jazzy. It's got ska. It's perfect. Perfect record. Next one. This one was kind of hard. I go back and forth because the Grateful Dead didn't make a lot of great albums, but this one is definitely one of their greatest. They're obviously more known for their live performances. Stunning copy. When I first heard this album, I was blown away. If they had made this and Working Man's Dead into a double album, it would be the best double album of all time. No doubt about it. The Mo-Fi version, 45 RPM, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Sounds phenomenal. If you guys saw my introductory video, this guy is one of the first albums I ever bought. I bought it on cassette. You can see that in the video. I still have that cassette. But it's Gary Newman, The Pleasure Principle. I remember when I first heard this, I was like, what the fuck is that noise? It was the strangest thing I'd ever heard in my life, because I had just bought Rubber Soul, and this is like completely different genre, style, noise. Very different. Gary's still going strong today. He's got a new album coming out next month. Absolutely love Gary Newman. Check him out. He had a terrific album called Savage out in 2018. Went to like number 2 in the UK. Of course, it didn't do shit here in the US. He did tour the US. I saw him 3 times on that tour, and he was great. He's just great. I love Gary Newman. If you like Nine Inch Nails, if you're a Nine Inch Nails fan, you would love his new stuff. It's absolutely wonderful. Very similar to Nine Inch Nails. Next, a band I adore. Being from Chicago, we were seeing this band at Lounge Acts, and the Abbey Pub and Empty Bottle. We were seeing this band in the previous incarnation of Uncle Tupelo. We were seeing these guys all over the place before they broke it big, and this is the album that really, really did it for me. I still think this is their best. I don't think they've come even close to it. I like Summer Teeth. Summer Teeth has some good stuff. I even like their later album, Star Wars. Star Wars gets it's really underrated. That's a terrific album. And I love Jeff Tweedy's songwriting. I think he's probably one of the best American songwriters going right now. This is the 40th anniversary. No, 40th. Hell no, it better not be the 40th. I think this is 20th anniversary release. It sounds good. I mean, I don't think it was recorded great in the beginning, especially Summer Teeth. Summer Teeth, the album before this, was not well recorded. But it sounds good. It's a good copy. When I was younger, I wasn't big. Prog. That's a big thing going around on the VC right now. I wasn't a big Prog head. I liked Prog. I liked Yes. I liked King Crimson a little, but I didn't gravitate towards it. I do like Yes because I think Steve Howe is one of the best guitarists. I absolutely love his style and his sound. But I wasn't a huge Prog person. But I did absolutely love this band in their first incarnation. You can keep the rest of the stuff after Abacab. But this album, I absolutely love. Genesis, Nursery Crime, everything on here. This is a phenomenon. I like Genesis as a band in the early days. I don't know why I never got more into Prog. You would think listening to something like Nursery Crime would really get you into it. But I was a huge Genesis fan, and this and Trespass and Selling England by the Pound, which is probably my favorite Genesis album. But when I first heard this, I was blown away. I could not believe that this music existed when I was, my early teens. Fantastic album, and one of the great album covers of all time. I just love the artwork on this. And one more, putting me over the top. I love jazz. You guys know that if you've seen my videos. I was going to do Bitches Brew, but I was already into fusion at the time because I was big into Pat Metheny early. We have a great place to see live concerts out in the suburbs here, not far from where I grew up. You could go sit on a lawn for I think we were doing it for $5 or $10. And you could just walk up. You didn't even need a ticket. You just get it. They never sold out. And we would see Pat Metheny all the time. Every summer, we would sit outside and enjoy Pat Metheny. So I was real into the fusion guitar. American Garage, one of my favorite guitar-based Pat Metheny albums. I think it's terrific. But so I didn't do that. I wanted to do what really got me into hard bop, because that's really where I'm at right now. I like fusion still. I still like some of the stuff. I like Pat. A lot of it sounds very dated to me nowadays. Some of it doesn't really hold up. There's some good stuff out there. I still love Bitches Brew, but I'm really into hard bop in the last few years, and this album is the one that got me into hard bop. Unity, Larry Young, Woody Shaw, Joe Henderson, and Elvin Jones on drums. If you guys haven't heard this, this is the wildest album. I love this thing. This is a Music Matters jazz. Check this out. And if you guys haven't heard this, just go pick one up. They're not cheap, but well worth it. And this pressing is dynamite, absolute dynamite. Really good stuff. That's it. You guys, subscribe to Jeff Whitcher. The Vinyl Destination is his channel. I will put it down in the description. Thank you for Jeff for all the kind words and everything he does on the internet and YouTube, and that's about it. Anything else? Questions, comments, snide remarks in the comment section? You guys stay safe. Take care.